Doherty and Dennis Taylor. Evening.
A very good evening, Hazel, and
Thank
a very good evening, everyone. As usual, brilliant reception for both
Thank you,
players.
ladies and gentlemen. Frame 9, John Higgins to break.
In what is going to be a fascinating second session, can the defending champion take this second session? Yeah, my hands are perspiring as well, Ken. You can't beat the final today, can you?
Yeah, absolutely. Both players backstage looked a little bit nervy, couldn't wait to get out, and that's the worst time, isn't it, Dennis? Waiting backstage, you know, the build-up, the adrenaline. You just want to get out there and hit your first ball, and at least you're in control out there. But what a mountain to climb as we look at the pot success from this afternoon. 93% for John Higgins, 89% for Mark Selby. A very important session. John Higgins' safety success 90%. That's what you'd expect. Mark Selby, well, you wouldn't have expected that. 81% from him. That must be one of the lowest percentages in the whole of the tournament for him. 141 highest break for Higgins, 76 just for Mark Selby.
And neither player would have wanted this sort of start. There's a red gone up the other end of the table, which makes it an awkward frame.
It's touching ball, John.
What a tremendous atmosphere the two lads came into. Fantastic ovation by this wonderful Crucible crowd. Big session this for Mark Selby. Dennis, you feel he has to at least win it?
Yeah, they didn't have much of a break. The first session didn't finish to 5:30. The last frame was almost half an hour. But we've had everything in this match. We've had a 141 break from John. We had some brilliant tactical play. You can see there Mark taking a little bit longer with his average shot time, but there's quite a number of occasions he was in that much trouble. He was having to think for sometimes a minute and a half to see a shot. I wonder if John, well, he's got to be careful, because if he took this pot on up into the right corner, he could leave the one at the back and to the left of the bunch. He's just looking to see if he could run through with the red, so it must be very straight. He's looking to see if I could take the pot on, finish on the blue, it might be safe. The only one he could leave is the one he's having a go at. And we're right down John's cue here. Look at that for a shot. No. But look where he's found for the cue ball. He's found the spot where he wasn't going to leave anything. That was quite clever.
It was a free shot, wasn't it? You'd be disappointed, John, that that red didn't go in. And it was an interesting point Stephen Hendry made just at the top of the show there. You know, Mark Selby would have looked up to John Higgins for many, many years, and after John Higgins, he's probably taken over the mantle of being, like, you know, the master tactician in the game, and his match play is sort of not matched by most of the other players. He's so tough. He would have learned so much from playing John Higgins over the years, and particularly that final he lost in a few years ago, where he pushed John Higgins all the way.
Well, it's an early stalemate in this opening frame of this session. Not a lot available to either player now. Probably a little early to talk about a re-rack. All John can do here is just roll into the reds again.
Referee Amber has just had a quick look. There's no touching ball, so he can't just play away.
23 years, Ken.
Fantastic, yeah. He's been a great referee, hasn't he? Great servant to the game. Amber has, and of course, become a WPBSA board member as well now.
As they open up, it'll get more difficult for John to play the type of shot he's going to play again. Just roll up.
Well, at the moment, Mark Selby has a slight advantage. Maybe a possibility of a double into the right centre. Mark Selby could take this on. I don't think the red between pink and blue is blocking that double. He's coming down to have a look at where he wants the cue ball, just to make sure that he's not going to have red. Surprised he's not taking the double on. It's almost like a free shot. Maybe he feels that red in the middle of the table between pink and blue is a blocker.
See, he's blocked off the escape route to just roll up to the reds this time. So this is more of a problem for John Higgins. He's trying to find the spot again. If he could take the pot on up into the left corner, could he get the cue ball into a safe-ish position? I think that's what he's going to attempt, but change of plan. The way he's stretching there, he's going to try and get a bit of backspin because he's not tight on the cushion. Just didn't generate enough screw, and he's left one to the right middle. So first chance falls to Mark Selby.
Talking to Vicky, just had a little chat with Mark Selby's wife up in the lounge upstairs. He said that he felt a little bit tired, and it is so draining for the players, you know, 17 days. It's quite a long time. She said he just felt a little bit flat and couldn't get into stroke. Maybe a good start in this opening frame.
Four. Five.
Yeah, just talking about Vicky there. 2014, I remember,
12.
against Ronnie O'Sullivan, he was 10-4 down and pinched the last 2 frames, and Vicky and her husband Mark were dancing up the corridor of the hotel. He was so delighted to take the 2 last frames. And he went on to lift the title.
13.
That one certainly wiped its feet, knocked a couple of times before went into the pocket. Now, it does have a nice angle on this black. He's looking to see about just getting on the loose red, but got a wonderful angle if he wants to go into the reds. And he has done, and he's not on anything. Normally
20.
a great exponent of that particular shot, but just didn't get the backspin. You see how the cue ball stopped very quickly. He wanted to get the backspin to bring the cue ball back into the reds and open them again. Oh, is he going to take this red on into the yellow pocket? Bit of pressure on this one. Oh, fantastic. What a shot.
21.
And what a confidence booster that pot was.
Sure.
I mean, he's played this one to perfection.
24.
But look at this side he had. I mean, the natural angle would have been to come back and cannon the green, but he had so much right-hand side to create that angle.
Couldn't have played it any better. And what a confidence booster, as you said, Dennis. They're the type of shots that really get you going.
$25.
Doesn't need to play any cannons. Those 4 reds around the pink spot, they will all clear each other as he gets on one. As he removes this, it's going to clear the path for a couple more reds
32.
into the right corner pocket. And he had that well worked out in advance. Yeah.
33.
All 3 now available. And even if he's straight on the black, it's just a matter of screwing back off the cushion and out on to a choice of reds. They're all waiting to be potted. If you overscrew one, you've got the other.
40.
Can stay on the black here, but I think he'll go up for blue or pink.
$41.
Well, this is just experience, isn't it? Going for his 3rd title in 4 years. 6-2 down. He's come out with a game plan this evening to get off to a quick start, and he's certainly doing
47. that. 48.
Yeah, he's not one of those type of players, is he?
55.
That is ever going to panic, even if he does fall behind. He has a history of making some great comebacks in his professional
56.
career.
Well, you don't be world #1 for just over 2 years without being able to do that, Ken, as you said. Just checking the scoreboard on his way around. Not that many pots
61.
away from securing this important opening frame.
$62.
The blue and the easy red just to the left of the brown would be enough. And he's perfectly on that one.
67.
And if we just go back to that red that he took into that yellow pocket, just he was only on a 20 break, set himself up for this break, and what a wonderful pot it was as the red goes in. That makes the frame safe, and there it is. What a wonderful shot that was, under a bit of pressure, and played it beautifully. Just a nice shot.
73.
That's a
73.
delicate little screw shot he's played there. And now a chance to possibly cannon the 2 reds out. Didn't look like there was a possible century on. If this works, there may be. Now he's playing for the loose red first of all. Thought he might have just tried to cannon those 2 because I don't think they
80.
are available. No,
81.
has he got an angle on the brown to cannon them out? He has. He's coming around to look at the angle. Well, what a wonderful century this would be, but this is a difficult shot to bring them into play. It's a thin one, but I think he can do it. Yeah, and it goes. Where's the other red? Oh.
86.
Oh, he's going to need an absolute cracking blue again. This is a little bit like that red we showed you again. No century break, but what an effort
86.
from the defending champion Mark Selby. He wanted to get off to a quick start. He's certainly done that with that break, and now he's just 3 behind, 6-3.